Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Pipi Setiawati and I am a lecturer in the English Education Program, Institut Pendidikan Indonesia, IPI Garut. In this video, I would like to demonstrate one of my teaching practices in the paragraph writing course, a compulsory course offered to second semester students in the English Education Program. The course is designed to develop student ability to write well-organized paragraphs through a gradual learning process. Based on the semester learning plan (RPS), students are introduced to the fundamental concept of paragraph writing, including paragraph structure, unity, coherence, supporting details, and several paragraph genres such as narrative, descriptive, cause and effect, process, and comparison-contrast paragraphs. The course also emphasizes collaborative learning, gender-based writing, and continuous feedback to strengthen student academic writing competence. The learning lesson presented in this video is meeting 4, which focuses on writing a descriptive paragraph. In this meeting, students are expected to analyze the structure of descriptive paragraph, develop specific and meaningful supporting details, and collaboratively construct a well-organized descriptive paragraph. In accordance with the RPS, students also engage in discussion, collaborative writing, peer feedback, and reflection throughout the learning process. To support this learning outcome, I use picture-based collaborative learning as the main instructional approach. I believe that effective writing brings the meaningful observation, and therefore, rather than asking students to memorize definition or language features, I encourage them to observe authentic pictures, explore the ideas together, and also build the vocabulary and transform their observation into descriptive paragraphs. One distinctive aspect of today's lesson is the emphasis on sensory and spatial detail. Through these two elements, students learn that effective descriptive writing is not only about telling the readers what they can see, but also helping them to feel, smell, hear, and imagine the object being described. I also integrate collaborative classroom and peer feedback because writing is a process of thinking, drafting, revising, and improving. By working together, by writing together, students are expected to become more active, reflective, and confident writers while developing both their writing competence and their ability to communicate ideas effectively. Now, I would like to invite you to join our classroom learning session on writing a paragraph of descriptive. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Oke, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. How are you today? Okay. Before we start the lesson, I would like to have a simple question for you. Have you ever visited a place that was so beautiful that you want to tell to others about it?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. It may be a beach, a mountain, a cafeteria, attractions, tourist attractions, or even your own hometown. Okay. When we are describe a place, we are actually helping the readers to imagine the place that we describe. Yeah. So in this lesson, you will learn how to write a descriptive paragraph effectively using pictures and your observation. Okay. And by the end of this course, you will be able to compose your own descriptive paragraph effectively by using pictures and collaboration works. Okay, are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay. Today, we have several learning objectives. After today's lesson, You are expected to identifying the purpose of descriptive paragraph, identifying the descriptive structure, and distinguishing between sensory and spatial details. And next, generating descriptive vocabulary from pictures, constructing a descriptive paragraph collaboratively, I mean in teamwork in your groups. And the last one, provide feedback to peers. Please keep this objective in your mind because they will guide for our today activity. The activity will follow this step. First, you will observe the pictures carefully. I will give you a picture, the certain picture. And then in the next step, you will share and discuss with your friends. And after that, we will learn the concept together. And after we learn the concept, we will write a descriptive paragraph. Yeah, try to compose the descriptive. And after that, it is not the final, okay? You will try to share your idea, present, and discuss, and also feedback. Give the feedback to your friends. And the last one, the last step, reflection. You will think and evaluate what you have learned in this meeting. And in this slide, I would like to invite you to think. Let's think together. Yeah. Why do people describe something? Why do you think that why we need to describe something? Think about it and maybe write in your note why we have to write a descriptive paragraph. Oh yeah, hear me?
Because not everyone know what we see and what we experience.
Okay, because not everyone have visit the certain place or the object we describe. Good idea. Is there other possible answer why we need to describe? Yes, Rafa.
Everybody or anyone knows what we experience.
Yeah. What we feel, what we see, what we smell or experience on visiting the place, on maybe having the certain object, or maybe the certain name, yeah, of person. Okay, any others possible answers? Do you have? Yes.
We need to describe something so that other people can understand and imagine it clearly.
Ah, yeah. Good descriptive is when we are helping the readers giving the visual of the object, even though they have not ever visited that place. Give our reader the visual clearly of the object of descriptive. What is it? In this session, I would like to brainstorm again, think and think because before we write, we have to think first. Yeah, let's brainstorm from this picture. Can you guess what is it? Where is it? Yeah, it is the picture of market. Okay, and let's think first. Let's think first. What object that attracts you most? Okay, for Hilmi, the vegetables, the green vegetables. How about you, Dwi? The people. Okay. Others? What the most object interests you? Oh, you can smell something. You can imagine when you are at the market, you will smell. What can you smell? Fish. The salty of fish. The fresh vegetable. Okay. What else? What can you see? What can you hear? The voice of negotiation from peoples over there. Yeah. What else? What can you hear? The crying child. Isn't it? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Now let's define what is descriptive paragraph. Descriptive paragraph is a paragraph that describe a place, a person, or object. It can be maybe animal, it can be a name of person, it can be the idea, yeah, anything. Describing. The keyword for descriptive is describes. Remember, because every types of text has its own characteristic, function, and definition. Yeah. So remember that descriptive define for describe something, describe a place, person, or object. What is the function? What is the purpose of descriptive text? Why we need to write a descriptive paragraph? When we write descriptive paragraphs, we are actually helping the reader imagine the scene clearly. Yeah, the object clearly. Give our reader the visual, the clear visual. Even the reader have not been visited that the place. Descriptive text follow this pattern. The first one you need to write is topic sentence, formulating the topic sentence. In your first sentence, in your descriptive paragraph, should be introduce the subject of the description. Is it a person? Is it a place? Is it an object? Or what? State it in your first sentence as the introduction, okay? As the identification of descriptive paragraph. And then after that, it must be followed by some supporting details. Remember, in the last session, I have already explained you that a good paragraph has its character composed by topic sentence, supporting sentences, and the last one, concluding. Yeah. For descriptive paragraph, supporting detail, I this try to give you a description in three supporting detail. In supporting detail one, it might be the aspect of characteristic of the place or person or the thing that you describe. And in the next supporting detail, SS2, supporting sentences 2, it can be described the second aspect of characteristic. Maybe in this verse, you write about sensory detail, and in the supporting detail 2, you write the spatial details. Or maybe still about the sensory. In the supporting detail 3, it's the spatial detail. Or maybe even in the supporting 1, you state the spatial first, and then followed by sensory details. And the last one, we have to end our paragraph by giving the impression, yeah, giving the final impression to wrap up our paragraph. And next, this is the linguistic features, the specific linguistic features. In descriptive, when we want to write descriptive paragraph, you must use adjectives. You have ever learned about part of speech, right? You must use some adjective to describe noun. Yeah, by giving more information about maybe the adjective of qualities, maybe the adjective of quantities, maybe the adjective of characteristic. For example, the market is crowded and colorful. The word crowded, colorful, it is the adjective, right? And then relating verbs used to link the subject with its description. For example, the building is tall and beautiful. Is the relative or linking verb. Yeah? To combine, to connect between the subject and the predicate, because the predicate consists of adjective, so we use the relative verbs. not the action verb. Okay, you see that? And the third, adverbs, used to add more information about verbs, adjective, or other adverbs. For example, the flowers smell very sweet. Very, the word very is an adverb. Adverb of, do you still remember that? Very is adverb of degree. Yeah. Noun phrases. Yeah, you have already learned about part of speech, noun, verb, adverb, adjective, and so on. There are about 9 or 10 category, right? And after that, you have to compound between two words minimally, maybe not only single word. It become a phrases, yeah, used to refer to people, places, things, or ideas being described. For example, a traditional market, fresh vegetable. A traditional market, it is a praise. What kind of praise? Traditional market. It is a phrase, consists of 3 words, a, traditional, and market. It is a noun phrase. Which one the noun? Market. And then traditional adjective. It is determiner. 3 words combined together become a noun phrase. And then fresh vegetable. Fresh adjective, right? Vegetables, noun. And next, prepositional phrases. Beside noun phrases, we also can use PP, prepositional phrases, in writing a descriptive, used to show time, place, direction, or position. For example, in the morning. Yeah. In is preposition, right? Yeah. In the morning, noun phrase. In the morning become prepositional phrase. Yeah, giving the information about time. And the last one, figurative language optional. Yeah, this is the optional you can add to your descriptive. Used to make description more vivid and engaging. The sun was a golden ball shining in the blue sky. Figurative language. Okay, now let's move to the how we can organize our descriptive paragraph. The important technique that we can use is by using sensory details. In sensory detail, please use your 5 senses. Your eyes. Example, colorful flower. What you can see? Colorful flowers. Green teeth, green vegetables, blue sky, etc. And then what you can hear using your ear. The bird singing, the noise of vehicles. And then next, smell. Fresh coffee. What can you smell? The fresh coffee, the aromatic foods. And then touch. Use your sensory senses. Soft grass. And then the last one, taste. Feel the taste. Okay. Next. The another important technique is using spatial detail. Sensory is using our 5 senses. While in the spatial detail, we have to describe the place based on the position. On the left, what you can see in the left side. On the right, in the middle, behind, near, the far away object you can see. The foreground, at the end, across. Yeah, you have to be able to use the spatial, give the visual imagination of place by giving the information according to the spatial detail. In this case, I give the model of the text. Yeah, for example, you can see the pictures of lake. They got that it is as the Situ Bagendit lake, and we construct that. Topic sentence, my favorite place is Situ Bagendit. Yeah, very simple, but you can add with another to give the identification. Yeah, to begin your descriptive paragraph, state what the object that you want to describe. In this case, the Situ Bagendit lake. And then in the supporting detail 1, use the visual description using sensory detail. In the supporting detail 2, still using sensory detail. In the morning, I can hear the cheerful songs of the bird and the soft sound, etc. And in the supporting detail 3, we can use spatial details. And don't forget to end your paragraph. Concluding. Yeah, formulate your concluding sentence. It is give your final impression, please. The reason why you like Situ Bagendit. Okay, student, let's move to the next session. In this session, you will work collaboratively with your friends in your groups, yeah. So please define the role for each of you. Who will be the leader, who will be the writer, who will be maybe the vocabulary finder, who will be the grammar checker, and who will be present the result of descriptive paragraph coming from each group. I will give you one picture for each group. This is the worksheet for you. Yeah, in collaborative writing, each group will given the certain pictures. The first one, you have to observe carefully the picture provided, and then pay the attention to the people, object, and so on. And the next step, do the brainstorming technique, find out 5 nouns, maybe 5 descriptive adjective, 3 action verb, 3 sensory detail, 3 spatial expression. And then the next step is organizing the ideas. You have to complete this table, decide what will be your first sentence become function as the topic sentence, what the visual detail will you give to your supporting detail, what the sensory the detail beside the visual to your next supporting detail, and in the last supporting detail, you must give the spatial details according to the position, right? And also, in the end of your paragraph, don't forget to wrap your paragraph by giving the conclusion or concluding sentence. Guys, remember, good description comes from observation. Don't rush your writing yet, okay? Please observe the picture carefully. Maybe you can list 5 nouns that maybe appear from the pictures, maybe 5 adjectives that you think come from the pictures, the atmosphere, feeling the atmosphere. Tell the readers what you can feel, what you can hear. Okay, have you finished?
Finish, yes.
Now it's your turn to present your writing results in composing the descriptive paragraph. And now the turns of group 4 who will present in front of the classroom about their descriptive about Mount Guntur. Please, I will invite 2 of you maybe to come forward and present your text.
Okay,
and
miss.
Later, after you read the text, other group will give the feedback. Give applause for group 4.
Hi everyone. We will do a presentation about descriptive paragraph that has been written with my group, and the title is Mount Guntur. Mount Guntur is one of the most beautiful mountains in Garut, West Java. From a distance, we can see its tall peaks surrounded by green hills and blue sky. The fresh air smells clean, and I can hear the sound of birds singing and the wind blowing through the trees. The cool breeze touches my face and makes me feel relaxed and comfortable. At the foot of the mountain, there are small houses and green fields, while a clear river flows nearby. On the left side of the hiking trail, there are many pine trees, and on the right side, there are large rocks and colorful wildflowers. The peaceful atmosphere and breathtaking scenery make Mount Guntur a perfect place for hiking and enjoying nature. Okay.
Okay.
And
So that's it, a paragraph that has we made. So and we need your feedback.
Okay,
Okay.
from group 3, Yusuf. Okay.
I really like your paragraph because it deep and the description is interesting. However, I think it will be even better if you can add more details about the hiking trail or the
Ah.
activities at Mount Guntur.
Okay, thank you, Yusuf.
Okay. Is there any other? Give. Okay, please.
Overall, your tech is really good, really
Oh.
good job. But I think I have a little bit of suggestion for the word green hills and green fields.
In which sentence?
Yeah, green hills and green fields.
Which
Oh,
sentence? This is?
Yes, and the green fields.
Greenfields. This.
Oh, green. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You guys use green twice. So I think it would be better if you use green only once. You can change the green fields maybe to other words like lush. So it would like lush field or fertile field that has the same meaning as the green field. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think it would be
Yes.
better if you don't repeat the same word twice.
Okay, thanks for
Oh,
your
thank
feedback.
you.
Okay, thank you.
And from this group, do you have feedback? Okay.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
But we suggest at the mountain, not as a hit of the mountain or its glorious attraction, but it is a critical.
Thanks.
Thanks for
Oh, thanks for your feedback. Thank you very much.
How do
And
you think about the feedback comes from your friends?
we
Can
can
you accept that?
yes, you can accept that feedback. And
Is it still possible for you maybe to aid the sentence? Remember, I asked you to write in 6 to 8 sentences only. Yeah, or maybe checking the word, checking the sentence, the number
Yeah.
of sentences. Don't offer from 8 sentences. Or maybe if you have already made 2 longer sentences, you may combine or make it shorten. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
miss.
thank you. Please give applause.
Thank you very much.
Okay, you may write in the sticky note about one thing that you learned today. How many? Yeah, one new word or maybe expression or maybe one challenge in writing descriptive text. Yeah, remember that every reflection you write today is a step toward becoming a better writer. Maybe after you write on the sticky note for the group, yeah, I think in behind this, maybe please come forward to put your sticky note over there. And then after this group, maybe we move to this number 4 group, yeah, group 4, and then first and the last for the second group. Okay. Okay, thank you so much for what you have written on the sticky note as your reflection. And I want you to remember this quote, these words for today. Good writer don't simply tell readers what they see. They help readers to see, to hear, to smell, to feel, and imagine. Thank you very much. Let's continue our writing to inspire and make a difference to the world. Thank you.